sure that you can do something for me, right? These guys, they ran off and left my building, and then they fought me when I tried to get it back. I worked for 23 years to make something of myself. I worked day and night for no money, and when I finally had something to show for it, the economy went bad. Yeah, it was part of the real estate bubble, and people just defaulted on their mortgages and nothing was worth anymore. So I had a 20,000 square foot building on 3 acres of land just outside Main Business District. And it had been a slow climb. I bought 2/3 of an acre to start, and I ran an appliance repair shop on it. But then I started running the limousines, and I bought the rest. I built the whole thing myself. Well, no, I didn't do the construction with my hands. I hired guys to do it, moonlighting from other construction work. So, after this incredible struggle, I had a 40-vehicle winterized garage for the limos, and I had a 5,000 square foot clean space for office and reception. And the regular customers, they like to get to know the drivers. So I'd invite them in and we'd have coffee and donuts, and they liked that, the customers. And the drivers too.
Can you tell us about the sale of the building?
Yeah, the sale. I had been trying to sell the business and the garage and the land after the limo business went through the floor. Now, Sean Lennox, he got in touch with me and offered me $3 million for the whole thing. I ended up taking the financing back myself, which I thought was pretty smart. So he paid me $200,000 up front and going to pay me $10,000 a month, which he more or less kept up for 2 years. In the meantime, though, without my permission, he started to renovate this beautifully winterized garage and turn it into open-air storage area. I mean, he was going to rent out mini storage spaces. He took off the garage roof, and then he must have hit a rough patch because he stopped paying. So I would go down and see what work was being done on the building, and there was no work being done to finish the conversion. He took off the garage roof and left it open to the rain, the cold, and the animals.
And that's how it was when he got it back?
Oh, no. It had been destroyed. The rain and the snowfall coming into the open concrete hole where the garage had been. And there had been one wall built into the slope of the little hill on the property, and the water would run into it, and it messed up the wall because they had removed the drainage system I had put in. I don't know why. So anyway, I got the property back after the foreclosure, and the whole wall had caved in into the open concrete space in the middle of the floor of where the garage had been. And at that time, it just wasn't worth it to do the repair. So I didn't do anything because nobody wanted to buy it.
Okay. When was all this?
Well, the sale was in 2008, November. And then I saw Lennox's construction crew start messing around with the garage it was 2009, March. And let's see. Yeah, there was a particularly bad winter, as you know. And when these people started the work, I think that's when the damage happened, because the people that he hired, the workers, they were fly-by-night. So, anyway, I saw the property once or twice a month until I got it back from the foreclosure. But he didn't want to see me coming around and looking at things, which at the time seemed legitimate. And basically, that was everything. And I didn't see the building till I got it back in 2011.
When would you say the first time was that you really knew that damage had been done to the building?
Oh, I could see it coming. Well, not really, because I couldn't size up the situation until I was back in the building.
Mr. Slocum, look, did you have any other details as far as like that is concerned?
Well, all right. Yeah, I did know something by June 2010 because the walls were open to the weather and I could see one of the walls kind of tilting in. But I was looking at it from 200 feet away and I just didn't know what the damage was until I got back in the property.
Okay, what did it cost to build the garage?
$3 million, including my supervisor's fee.
No. How much did you pay other people to build it?
$2 million, maybe a little more. Hey, I've got checks.
Most of these checks are written out to cash, except the ones out to Leon James. Who's that?
He was the office manager and the head of the cleanup crew when I was running the business.
So we're gonna have some problems proving how much the building costs. What would you say it was worth when you sold it?
Well, the county assessed the building in 2008 before the sale, and they came up with the figure of 550,000, that is. But I had to beat them down because 70% of that was the assessed value. What should it have been?
Did you have a commercial appraisal done at the time of the sale?
I didn't do that.
What about Lennox? Did he have one done?
I don't know, but he had no reason to since I financed it myself. I took back the mortgage.
Okay, look, I think they'll do it for now. We'll get a game plan out to you by the end of the week. If you can think of anything else, please come in and tell us. But of course, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call or just step on in.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.